Alright, I am Sexton Gage Reece. I am 19 years old, and I am from pretty much everywhere. I was born in Georgia, but I've traveled a lot, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're called the porn star in the house because you've done porn out of this group.
Yeah.
So how on earth did you get into that,
Um,
especially at your age?
well, it started when I was in, I graduated high school up in Whitney Point, New York, and I kind of looked into it a little bit after high school and was kind of like, you know what, let me apply to a couple places and see like what's up and see if I'm good enough. Basically, that's basically what it was. I wanted to see if I was pretty enough and whatnot. So um,
You didn't think you were pretty enough?
no, it was kind of in a dark time because I was dating a guy for a little bit over a year, and we were engaged and whatnot, and it was an abusive relationship. Like, it's just a long past. Like, he beat the shit out of me, gave me concussion multiple times. Came to the same college that I was going to, just because I was there, just to harass me and whatnot. So I
Were you
was.
living with him?
No, I wasn't. Um, but we like planned to and whatnot. We
So
didn't
why?
live that far from each
Okay,
other.
so hold on. So why did you stay with him?
I didn't stay with him. I was staying with my.
I meant, why did you stay in a relationship after he did that to you the first time?
I have not, because I did love him. I loved him to death, but um, I don't know. It's
Didn't you
kind of
think?
rough.
Didn't you think you could do better than someone that beat you?
I mean, when you're in a relationship with someone that hates you and treats you like shit and emotionally like puts you down and whatnot, it's kind of hard. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. Because I did love him to death and we did fall in love with each other. It's just, it turned not good. So that's just, I don't know how to explain it.
What did he beat you? What was the reasons? I mean, what did he give?
I mean, he, like, throughout the relationship, he emotionally put me down, made me not feel good enough. The final spark was he cheated on me, actually, and we worked at the same place together, right next to each other, like, doing the same thing. Um, and eventually I just put my foot down and I gave up. I just gave up. I broke up with him and whatnot. And he came to work the next day, like, I went tubing down a river. I don't know if you know what that
Mhm.
is. In New York with my best friend, her friend, and some other gay guy. And he assumed that I was into this gay guy and whatnot. So when I broke up with him, um, he got pissed off about that and jealous. So he came into work saying how much he hates me and how much he's gonna beat the shit out of me and that I'm pathetic and all this other bullshit. And I was basically telling him he needs to stop and he needs to stop being immature and he needs to like just he's at work, he needs to like grow up and be an adult. But he decided to flip out and yeah, I don't know, he beat the shit out. I even asked the person I was that was my boss at the time if I could move to a different area to work so he would be away from me at the time. But he got so pissed off he came over and he basically just beat the shit out of me at work and yeah, gave me a concussion and really
So how old was
fucked me
he?
up. 18. I was 17. Like we just graduated high school together, so it was like I don't know, that kind of thing. But yeah,
Wow.
so I was in that mindset, and I applied to different porn companies. I I guess for attention at the time to see if I was like good enough or whatnot,
Right.
and a couple places got back to me. College dudes got to me first. So I was like, okay, you know what? College dudes is okay. I looked them up. I researched everything, and I eventually told them yes. So I flew down to Denver, Colorado for the first time. Stayed in the Broke Straight Boy Mansion for a little bit. They were actually filming their TV show, Broke Straight Boys TV at the
Mm.
time. So I got to, it was their last night of filming, so I got to meet all the top models and whatnot at the place and really get to know them and hang out with them and have all sorts of fun. Filmed with them for the first time, and then I was kind of okay with the business. I kind of understood it, and I just got comfortable with it. So I looked for more places, and I applied. I got an agent actually to apply to different places,
Yeah.
which hooked me up with like Boys First Time, Helix Studios, Twin Next Door, those kind of companies. So I started flying out to San Francisco, San Diego. Um, I was supposed to recently go to the Dominican Republic to work with Statics, a UK company,
Mhm.
but I just um, got involved with this, and I don't have my passport yet, so it's just in the air. But yeah,
All right.
it's pretty
So
much
I
it.
mean, we've noticed a lot of times we see you in the bathroom, put on makeup, stuff like that. Have you always been into that?
At
Or
first
is that
no.
just to try and make yourself feel prettier?
At first no, but then I did find makeup because in high school I was a cheerleader. I got scholarships to Cornell and Ithaca University. Like I was an amazing cheerleader, and like I guess my cheerleading friends got into like they were girls obviously, so they knew makeup, and I kind of saw them do it, and one of them kind of like put makeup on me for the first time, and my skin looked flawless. So then I just kind of got into that, and I do have some scars on my face from acne and whatnot. So when I do put on makeup, I'm a lot more confident, and I just feel better about myself. So yeah, that's how I got into makeup.
So would you say pretty insecure?
Um, to this day, I'm not insecure at all. I know I'm gorgeous with or without makeup, but at the time, yes, I was insecure, and makeup kind of gave me that boost to make sure, like, well, to like give me reassurance that I am pretty and that, like, yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
So where is your family?
My mom is in Watertown, New York, which is 30 miles from Canada, up in New York. She's alone there. She's had a history, so she's just kind of like offset. But my grandpa, my papa, Thomas, he's in Florida actually, Jacksonville. Um, um, my dad, I never really talked to him until I was 12. He didn't know he had a son until he was 12, so it was a big surprise for him.
Wow.
I came down here to get the, what is it, like fraternity test, I guess,
Mhm.
to see if he was my dad. And he came to it drunk as fuck, like so fucked up it wasn't even funny.
Damn.
But he ended up being my dad, and I don't really talk to him at all. I visited him for 2 weeks when I was 12, but that's really it, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But we
So it was
talked.
just you and
and
your mom growing up?
Basically, yeah. Me and my mom, my aunt, and my grandma. I would bounce around from my aunt to my mom to my grandma because my mom did have a drug addiction at the time. So I was bouncing around with all of them. I even went into foster care for 2 years during the time of like me being 10 to 12, I think. So yeah, I've moved around a lot. There's been a lot of different family problems. I really don't have a family. They don't really talk to me besides my mom, but my mom and my grandpa. That's really it, though.
Damn.
Kind of have a fucked up family.
So at what point in your life did you realize you were gay?
Really early. My younger years. I always knew there was something different about me. Pre-K, I had a crush on a girl, and my parents would always like, well, my mom would always be like, oh, like, do you have a girlfriend yet? My aunt and my grandma and whatnot. So then eventually I just realized it, and I had like different experiences with guys, and came out as bi first, just like pretty much every other gay guy, I feel like. And when my aunt, my mom, and my grandma and my grandpa, they were all just like okay with it, then I just kind of like became my own person and decided to just do me, and I came out as gay, which was awesome. I actually started a Gay Straight Alliance in my high school, country high school that no one ever thought it would be started. I got a job with Identity, which is a LGBTQ youth center in Binghamton, New York. So I was mentoring like different gays, like younger gays. It's basically a hotspot where gays can come if their parents don't like them, or if they're in the closet or something like that, just for them to get away and talk to someone. I talk to people with like hepatitis and AIDS and whatnot, just talking to them, like kind of being a therapist to them, like a mentor for them. So I got into that, and I was kind of a mentor for younger youth while I was going in high school. So that was kind of cool. It was a good experience.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
And how are you liking the house so far?
The house is amazing. I like it. It's gonna give me the boost to save up money and to get on my feet. Finally, because I do not have like family there for me
Mhm.
to be able to do that. Like I've always had to do everything on my own and try and find different ways to be okay, which isn't cool. It can be stressful at times, but this is gonna give me the boost to save money and actually get on my feet and go for what I wanna do in life. Which is,
Now, when we talked before, and I asked you what you thought CBL was, you thought it was like on a very porn side, and now
Mhm.
as you're noticing, it's more on the reality side.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to be harder for you?
No,
Because
not at all. I think it'd be a little bit better because actually
opening up to everybody, you mean?
opening.
I'm
I
talking
mean,
about
me
opening
as a,
up, yeah.
yeah, me as a person, I'm very restrained. I don't let a lot of people into knowing Gage and who I am as a person because of the shit that I've gone through
Yeah.
as a child and going through like all the dramatic like experiences that I've been through. So I hold myself back a little bit,
Mhm.
but through time, I do open up, and when I trust people and I love people sincerely, I become me. And with this being a reality show, I think I'll be able to open up. Um, it's just gonna take me uh, like a just a little bit to get comfortable in like a month, like this month,
There you
the
go.
rest of this month, just to get comfortable to know my boundaries, to know like this place as a whole, just to know the whole system and whatnot. And then I'll start like being 100% like open up
Mm.
and whatnot.
Cool.
It just takes me a little bit of time to like I don't know, understand different people, observe, and then just become myself and let myself be myself,
Awesome.
I guess.